So companies are now regretting firing employees over the hopes that AI can boost profits and take over human work. And while I understand the vision on how AI can boost the productivity, the way that companies handled firing off and laying off employees at record rates by the thousands has just shown one thing, and it has broken the trust in how employees now view work loyalty to a company. So the trust has already been broken, and not only that, companies are now hiring the same employees at a much higher salary than before. So this whole saga of this AI laying off human employees has only backfired on these companies. So why is the companies are now regretting over investing in AI? Because AI by itself, right, it forms hallucination, right? So let's say even it has a very high success rate of 90%, the other 10% is not accounted for, and in return of that 10%, it can actually hurt the company when it compounds over time. And the main thing here that we are seeing is accountability. So management wants to boost the company's profits, and that's all they think about, and they want someone to be accountable for something when something goes wrong. And the thing is that AI can't be accountable for it. So the only people that can be accountable for it would be the management. But management job is just to boost profits, and they do not want to deal with any accountability. So hiring back employees is the best way to push this blame to all over to them. And we are seeing how employees nowadays are no longer, they're not stupid, right? Because we've seen how loyalty to a company has nothing but detrimental, I would say, problems being loyal to a company, lower salary, right? Stagnant salary, I mean, and as well as more work being given to you. And with this illusion of work stability being gone, employees are now expecting more from the companies. So being a scapegoat for the company when something goes wrong definitely commands a higher package. And employees are demanding that now, especially now with companies trying to scramble for the next employee to come in, and just giving out any freebie that they can to try to get back these people. So one thing is that AI is not a very good tool on its own because there's no accountability in it, right? And now we are also seeing how AI on its own is not really very profitable, right? You see these companies are blowing up their AI budget over using tokens, right? Tokens are basically usage for the AI, right? If every time you want to have prom or something, you need to use tokens, and these tokens cost money. And who knew that tokens cost more than human work? It's actually much cheaper to hire a human to do the regular work than just getting AI to do it. And with how AI has been, these tokens, right, has no limit to the company's usage. They easily burst the budget for this AI budget that's allocated to it, and at record rates as well. So it actually costs more to hire AI to do the job that humans were doing in the first place. And these companies are now seeing the detrimental effects of it and are regretting their decision. And I guess this is sort of in a way good news because it actually exposes companies for what they really are, just a money making machine. And there's really no loyalty to these companies that are really just wolf in sheep's clothing, right? And then with that also as well, it's good because environmentally the AI takes and consumes so much water that a lot of states are now giving or passing up some environmental ban on them because the water that they are taking up is belongs to lands that have water scarcity, right? And are water scarce. So they drive up the water cost, dirtying up the water. And the next good news is that they no longer know what to do with the chips that they are buying for because there's not enough water to cool them down, right? So these chips are just not being utilized to their full effect because AI, these data centers are actually taking up not only a lot of space, they are very noisy and they take up a lot of energy, they're heating up. So a lot of water needs to be used to cool them down. And without having enough water to cool them down, these chips are not being utilized at their full usage. And if you're wondering why your PC costs so much money, it's because these data centers are driving up and buying up all the stocks for chips. So naturally, you see in Apple's laptop, right, and their products, all the costs have actually risen, and it's pretty annoying because now no chip companies are really focusing their time on the consumer market. Rather, they are focusing more on the B2B, which is the data centers, right? So it's good news that AI is not really being so profitable after all. And I guess this will only, I, I guess, roll over, right? This is a pretty good news. It will roll over, and AI companies, we can see how they are actually not really that profitable after all. Even AI companies are not putting their all into AI. If you really see how they actually do it, AI companies, the people who own them are trying to get as much of investors' money as possible and pull the plug, because they are now realizing that even they themselves cannot find a way out of making this profitable, right? Most AI companies are now actually trying to gather as much of investors' money just to get out of it, because they're no longer profitable. And if you see how this, even the latest lawsuit from Apple suing ChatGPT, which is OpenAI, yeah, they're suing up OpenAI for breach of trust, right? Intellectual. It's pretty funny because they're stealing intellectual property from Apple, right? Or maybe I could be wrong, just saying here, but they are being sued for it, right? And the thing is, it's pretty funny because AI is built upon stolen property, right? They're actually being built on stolen ideas and creatives, right? You see all your AI art and everything, they're being built on something. All this knowledge that you have, they're also being built on other people's knowledge. And those are stolen knowledge, which are being stolen basically. So it's pretty funny how finally a company like Apple is actually suing OpenAI for it. And the reason why they're suing them is because they know that this OpenAI has no future in being profitable, right? You wouldn't sue your partner if you know that your partner is like being very profitable in a way, because there are workarounds for it. But the moment you start to sue someone for it, is the reason is because you know that they are losing money and you need to get the money out fast. And that's the best way to do it. And Apple has just proven it, right? So I guess this is just the downfall of AI, right? And yeah, I guess this is a pretty good news that not only now we are seeing the how companies illusion of trust, the stability has been broken. We are seeing also how AI is no longer being taken or overly invested in, so that now consumers are able to get back their own basically natural resources, water, the lands, and especially for gamers out there, we are able to get normal priced consumer laptops, IT basically. Hopefully, or maybe these companies will decide to still jack up the price and remain the price at high prices, right? Who knows? But anyways, I guess this is a very good random video about AI, and this pretty good news, I guess. So once again, thank you guys for listening to me, and see you guys in the next video.